Traders, and welcome to another video review. Today is Friday 16th of December 2022. Let's find out what's going on the economic calendar. We got retail sales data released already from the UK. Deep disappointment in the UK retail sales data, minus 0.4% versus 0.3% forecast and 0.9 last reading. So this is a massive disappointment. Composite PMI, manufacturing PMI and services PMI data were released at 10:30 right now. The services PMI data beats the expectations of the 49.2, which is better than the last reading of 48.8. So bunch of complex data from the UK. German manufacturing PMI data are basically better than expected, 47.4 points. 46.3 was the last forecast, and the previous reading for the month of the November was 46.2. CPI data from the Eurozone are scheduled for release at 11 o'clock. And CPI are expected to stay at the same level of 10%. Please note there's the interest rate decision today in Russia at 11:30, and interest rate supposed to stay at the level of 7.5%. So it looks like we should take a look at the British pound today, because plenty of data is here released or scheduled to release. And then we of course will take a look at the euro dollar. So first, let's find out what's going on pound. For our chart of the cable, let me just zoom in, because maybe first we'll take a look at this line here. This is for our chart 100-day moving average, which is right now somewhere at the level of 1.2184 maybe. Nevertheless, it's been violated already. So what do we have here? If we zoom in, you can clearly see that the first kind of a sell-off stopped just below the simple moving average. Then we have a slight pullback, and then again we going lower. So the recent high made at 1.2433 was tested twice. This is the first time, this is the secondary test, so that might look like a double top on the 4-hour chart. And then of course we have the reaction to the downside. Where is the technical support then? Well, the technical support is located at the level of 1.2106. This is the support from the 7th of December 2022. The next technical support is located a little bit lower at the level of 1.1899. As you can see, momentum is very negative. It's close to the level of 30, which is of course the extreme level. If the RSI will hit this level on the 4-hour chart, then the market's condition will be extremely oversold, and we should expect some sort of a bounce. Nevertheless, it doesn't look like the level of the technical support 1.2106 is the level that could guarantee some kind of a pullback higher. It looks like the lower technical support might be much more effective in this situation. 1.1899 is the level of the technical support. So this is the British pound. As you can see, it's reacting very badly for the data. And let's take a look at the euro dollar, because CPI data from the Eurozone are still ahead of us. What we can see from the bigger perspective, this is the same situation for our chart. This is the 100 days simple moving average. We are still trading above this average. Nonetheless, if we zoom in, we can see very strange pin bar here. This is the reversal pin bar, which is of course a negative sign for any bulls. It looks like the market wants to move lower. Yesterday's low eventually is located around 1.0593. So if we break below this level, then of course the next target is the 100-day simple moving average. We have a couple of supports here. We got, for example, the support at 1.0505, just above the 100 days moving average. The momentum is negative already. The momentum is below the level of 50, which means that this is bearish territory. There is still some room to the level of 30. Let me just take a look here. Yes, there is still room to the level of 30. So we don't have to bother this. We don't have to bother about the momentum that much. Let me just take a look. Yeah, there you go. It's on the level of 50. So right now we are approaching the neutral level. So if we break below the yesterday's low at 1.0505, then of course the down move might extend towards 1.0499. Okay, so please keep an eye on this market as well, because it looks like the bearish pressure is still increasing on this market 4-hour chart. Let's just take a look what is going on the daily time frame chart. As you can see on the daily, there is a pretty nice massive rally here towards the 58% of the Fibonacci retracement of the last big wave down, and maybe I would change this color to blacks, because I want to see you I want you to see this kind of a pattern. There you go. This is the wedge pattern, and I think it's kind of a rising wedge. And what exactly, it's not perfect one, because it's almost never perfect. Oh, there you go, magnet is on. Because it's almost never perfect kind of a wedge. Nonetheless, it looks like after this compression here, finally did it on the daily time frame chart. Finally did it, and I'm waiting for this 1 minute. Where is my arrow? There you go. I'm waiting for this kind of action here towards 100 days moving average, located at basically very close to the parity level, right? Please take a look here on the momentum, and please take a look here on the daily time frame chart. You can easily see that there is something dodgy with this up move, and yesterday's bearish engulfing pattern on the daily time frame chart is showing us weakness is coming to the euro market, basically. So that's enough for the euro dollar. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin daily time frame chart. It is showing us very interesting pin bar. 100 days moving average, as you can see, helped markets to maintain the downtrend, touch plenty of times. Nonetheless, if we just take a look here, you can clearly see this kind of a pin bar, and that's a shooting star pin bar. It can be green, it can be red, doesn't actually matter. The outcome is confirmation and extension. So we should now expect that the market keeps trading below the 100 days moving average, and the market, let me just no, there you go, where's my line, should break more. It's already below the line. That's what I wanted to show you. Yeah, there you go, you have a breakout here. We are below the short-term trend line. Momentum is at the level of 47, so it's slightly just below the level of 50, the neutral level. So we are waiting for 16,860, and we are waiting for 16,000. Let me just do it with magnet. 16,700. So those are the technical supports levels here on the chart. Maybe we will bounce from this level. Of course, after this pin bar here and this extension to the downside, it's not that clear if the market wants to move higher. So this is the Bitcoin, and last but not least, how gold reacted on the recent developments. Daily time frame chart of gold, we have a 100 days moving average. We are still trading above the average. Nonetheless, if we take a look closer to this chart, you can see that every time there's the gold trying to rally, it's being pushed down like this and this situation here. So what do we see? Apparently is some sort of the wedge, and again forming here, and we are just on the edge of the wedge, and that wedge might be violated very soon. Maybe something like this could happen. There you go. Need to remove the magnet, and I can show you that maybe something like this is being made right now. Okay, so this kind of a pattern on the on the gold market won't be anything surprising. Basically, horizontal ray with the magnet to the lows of the last week, 1765, and towards the lows of the whole wedge, which is 1727. The momentum made, of course, bearish divergence, because as you can clearly see, where is my divergence thing? Where's my arrow? There you go. The momentum is going down. The momentum is going apparently to the south, yeah, based on this situation. We can say that this might be another wedge, because we have a higher high, we have a higher high, and a higher high. So right now what we are expecting for the market to do is to break to the downside soon. So that's my analysis for the Friday. Thank you very much for watching this, and I hope I see you guys next week. Bye bye.